Now, since, the blue eyes is from the graveyard, Kaiba's like, I bring back my great beast from the graveyard. It's not like it was already destroyed, but okay then, Kaiba, whatever you say. Gotta love how the animation where the blue eyes has more detail than Yugi, who doesn't even have a face, or Kaiba, who has a face. Huh. And Kaiba says he's gonna win the entire duel by himself, knowing without Yugi he would have lost this like multiple turns ago. Like I said, his ego is just way too big for him to admit anything like friendship or teamwork or, anything like that. And once again, it's about family, and it's not like a certain overrated franchise about movies about cars. We're not gonna bring that up. And Kaiba's blue eyes managed to destroy whatever the hell that thing was, because I forgot the name. And they're like, it's not possible! The blue eyes had more attack points than this monster. I'm pretty sure it's very possible. Because Yugi sent his beats of Guilford to the graveyard card, the card Destruction. He activates effect which causes their monster to lose attack points. Henceforth why Kaiba was able to destroy the monster. And then Kaiba's like, Yugi's trying to take all the glory. Taking the glory is like the very last thing Yugi ever thinks about, or never does. Every duel he does, he's trying to save his friends or save the world in some way. Kaiba has way too, like I said, Kaiba's big ego, and you get the point there. And then the short guy over here, I don't care about his name, puts a monster face down and 2 cards face down and then ends his turn. And of course, because the monster probably had less defense points than Alpha the Magnet Warrior, it's destroyed. And this is just a weird face when it's like half smiling and half whatever the heck that is. Yeah, remember this roof. It's gonna get taller in like a few scenes for absolutely no reason. Joey said something about tattoo freak in nature, which I think it's a bit mean or something else? I don't know, man. Odeon right now is evil because he works for Merrick, and then the whole thing for the rest of the show. It'll be very confusing, but once I explain it, it might make sense. But I'm not explaining it in this episode. Oh my god, it's Merrick! Some people are like, it's Merrick? I thought he was Anamu. No, it's pretty obviously Merrick. It's the same voice. And it's not that hard to figure out. Do you know if boxes have something in them, or are they, like, empty? Because if they were empty, there's no way they would be, they were standing this still on them. They would just go right through them. Now, apparently, the roof is fucking ginormous, because now it's so high or in other scenes, it wasn't even that high, but now, apparently, it's the height of a fucking house. What? Then he uses his Trap of Weakness, which equips one monster in the field to lose 700 attack points, so hence his other monster can destroy Kaiba's blue eyes. Look, I don't care about their names, because it's not like they'll ever come up in any importance later in the future. And then uses his other Mask of Brutality to then equip onto this monster to have more attack points to destroy Kaiba's blue eyes, like I just said. Also, I like how because of the blue eyes head, they have to put the mask on the body and not the head. Good times. And then Yugi has to remind us that this is a tag duel. Don't worry, we got it. And then Yugi activates his trap card, which I wonder what it will do in the next scene. And basically what it does, it takes one of the other masks on the field, transfers it to Kaiba's blue eyes, and I guess lets it gain attack points, I'm assuming. Kaiba's got to go over the whole thing, hey, doesn't anyone else go for victory, but finally he accepts that he actually will need Yugi's help to win this duel, because literally many other times they would have lost because Kaiba has too much of a big ego. I'm not going to stop saying that until he stops admitting it every 2 seconds. Wait, where are we? And where was the hospital where they were at? Because it looked like the hospital was in the same place as Domino, or was it? Where are they now? I don't know. And then he played another masked trap card, protects from a direct attack for 1 turn. How many masked cards are there? I get that's like their decks, but that's a lot. And now Kaiba's trying to get them to turn against each other, so this will be a much easier duel. Remember, Kaiba's like manipulation is like one of his other things because, it's Kaiba, and that's kind of like a good amount of his personality. Like, where was the hospital Serenity was at? I feel like the hospital was like in the same area in the city where Battle City is or something. Or does she have to go to another hospital to do that? I feel like that is, but then why not just, tell us or show us for that matter? Tristan, she's like, you've known her for like a few days. And also, it would be weird to date her when Joey doesn't even know what's happening. And also, she's like blind right now. So now's not the best time, Tristan. Then they use Egyptian dark magic to take over Joey's mind. Well, Merrick did that with the Millennium Rod because apparently the Millennium Rod can do that. Remember, sometimes it has powers we know about when they tell us, but sometimes it has powers where they won't tell us until, like, the very last second when we have no idea what's happening. Also, for, like, the 18th time, they gotta remind us what happened if the life points reach 0. I think the viewers get it. They whether it's Shadow Realm or not, if they lose, it's just very bad. Okay, why is that card still out? The multiply card. Karibo's not even on the field anymore. It should just be destroyed as well, but okay then. Instead of attacking Yugi and winning the duel, they decide to attack the Blue Eyes. Because, why wouldn't you take the easy way out in a duel? If you're gonna win, then, win and take the easier way out instead of the harder route, It's just logic. And apparently with all the Magna Warriors out on the field, he can now summon Valkyritron, the Magna Warrior. Which, if you need all 3 Magna Warriors on the field to do that. I feel like Yugi is really not liking this whole team up with Kaiba thing, because Kaiba's berating him for literally everything that happens in the entire duel, even though most of it is Kaiba's fault. Okay, yeah, Soul Exchange, Obelisk, okay, Defusion. There's no Fusion Monster on the field, so that's just kind of useless. And a Fusion Monster in his hand for some reason. Why is there a Fusion Monster in his hand? I know cards like this aren't the biggest thing to pay attention to, but it's a Fusion Monster. Come on, man. Oh, he uses another mask card to take control of Yugi's monster. Look, there's so many mask cards that I can't keep track of all of them in this one entire duel, okay? So we're just gonna have to, it's just another mask. I don't know, man. And then Yugi uses Defusion to split his monster back into the 3 Magnet Wars. Even though Valkyritron is not a fusion monster and Defusion only works on fusion monsters, that should not work, but once again, it's the anime. And yes, it's not the Japanese dub. Don't worry. Oh, I don't know. Look, this is the easier way for me to explain it. And now, Kaiba uses Soul Exchange to sacrifice the monsters on the field to then summon out Obelisk the Tormentor. And this time, he didn't do it in a way where he somehow got all the things he did on his first opening hand earlier in a couple episodes ago. But apparently, Umbra got punched by the God card and makes it look like he got shot. Oh god, and well, you know what happens now, Shadow Realm. It's not like they'll be important later. I mean, they might be in a flashback or so, but that's about it. It's not, like, for reals. Once again, Merrick goes through and does the whole teleportation takeover his mind thing to talk through his body to tell Kaiba and Yugi that he has Yugi's friends and he's gonna win their god cards and all that. And I feel like Merrick is a little bit more of a mysterious villain than, like, a lot of others, but hey, just hiding behind it and being very threatening like that until the last second is still a very cool touch. Yep, and yes, and like we saw, now Taya and both Joey and Taya have their minds taken over by Merrick because Egyptian dark magic. It's gonna be surprising how they break off of this in like future episodes, but that's, we'll get to that soon. Well, they got their locator cards, and now apparently Mokuba learned how to fly a helicopter in like the span of 5 minutes to get to where Kaiba and Yugi is, but how would you know where he is? You don't know that. Or did you just fly and then conveniently saw 2 people that kind of look like Yugi and Kaiba? What? And Tristan buys a lot of the most generic food products I've ever seen because there's no tags or labels. It even tells us what it is. Oh boy. And yep, that's the tag duel. I say it was one of the more interesting tag duels to see 2 people who are opposite of each other try to, team up in it, I guess. Of course, most of the tag duels like Kaiba, like, I'm gonna win without Yugi's help, even though most of the duel he does need his help. And I think it's a very interesting tag duel to have 2 complete opposites go, like, team up against, with each other to go up against. I think it was very cool. I'll see you all next time. This has been a great year. We still got, like, 1 more short tomorrow, I think. But it's been a great year for videos. I can't wait to see you all next year for some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Videos. I see you all next time.